All right, guys, here we are, May 12th, and it's my turn finally to plant some corn. So let's get into it right after this. Okay, so now the bed is nice and wet, really wet. I've let it sit for roughly 7 minutes. The water has come down. Now let's talk about corn for a little bit. What is corn? Well, everybody knows what corn is. We make flour with it. We make a lot of different things with it. Um, we eat it as sweet corn. There's hundreds of different varieties of sweet corn. Corn, did you know, is actually not a vegetable. Believe it or not, it's not. Corn is actually belongs to the grass family. Corn belongs to the grass family. And that is the reason why to be successful with corn, you have to treat it just like grass because, well, it is grass. Makes sense? So that's why corn are very, very greedy, heavy feeders. Just like your lawn, you have to give it a lot of water for it to be nice, luscious green, and a lot of nitrogen. Corn absolutely loves nitrogen. So it can get big, stay green, stay healthy, and it needs a lot of water. So with that being said, now you know a little bit more about corn, I hope. And if you already knew, then good for you. All right, what corn am I going to plant? This year I'm going to plant two different types of corn, and I'm very excited about one of them, and I want to show you guys. It's this corn here. Look how big that corn is. Before I plant my corn, I know in 24 hours in advance, if I know I'm going to plant my corn, like I put the corn in water last night, knowing that I'd be planting corn, this evening. And this corn is special is because this corn came from the Azores. And this is a very popular corn that is grown in the Azores. And the way it's eaten basically is it's a snack. But it's absolutely fantastic, delicious. Is it's just simply boiled and it blows up like a popcorn, and then you just shake a little bit of salt on it. And believe me, if you ever tried this corn, you would never eat popcorn ever again. It does not compare to this snack right here. The other variety of corn I'm going to grow is this one. It's Horse Tools Bodacious Sweet Corn. I'm not going to be growing it here. I have a whole pound of it. I'm actually going to be growing it in a piece of land that was offered to me to grow sweet corn. It's a pretty big piece of land. And I am going to split the harvest between the owner of that nursery and keep the rest for myself to freeze so we can have it all winter long. But Bodacious, if you guys are interested in this corn here, I will leave my affiliate link for Horse Tools in the description box below. You guys feel free, if you would like to go purchase this, go through my affiliate link. It will help me. So I appreciate it. And while you're there, anything you need from Horse Tools, go through my affiliate link and have a shopping spree. You won't be disappointed. They have amazing, great stuff. Also, I want to give you guys a tip on corn. Corn, if you can help it, corn should always be planted with the pointy side down. Okay? Should always. And there's a reason for that. The tap root comes out as of the pointy side, and the green stalk comes out of the side. So the corn sits like this. The tap root comes out of here. Then the green starts coming out of the side here, heading up towards the sky, gravity. And then the roots will form on the side. And I started one of these about 2 weeks ago, because I knew I was going to be doing this video and trying to give you guys this tip. So here it is. See, this is the pointy side down, and look what happened. It had its tap root that it set, and then look, the green comes out of the side. I mean, the foliage come out of the side, then the roots form. So if you were to plant this sideways like this, look at what's happening. This now all of a sudden has to turn itself towards the sky. Will it still work? Yes, but it could take another 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week for Mother Nature to do its thing. So you're making this little plant work when it shouldn't have to work if you just plant it the right way. So it will go straight up, and your germination rate could be a lot faster. So that's just a tip, is if you're planting corn by hand, if you want better germination times, I would definitely recommend pointy side down. All right, guys, that's enough of me blabbing. I hope so far that I'm keeping you entertained and you're learning something. And if you are learning something, please don't hesitate to click the subscribe button right down in that corner and the little notification bell, because this is what I'm going to be doing all summer long, is teaching you how to grow a vegetable garden. Never mind. Let's go and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Just one more thing real quick before we get started. I just want to give you guys an example of the difference between this corn from the Azores, Portugal, the Azores, and your typical American corn, the kernels. Look at the difference in size. I mean, this is like 3, maybe even 4 times bigger than your typical, American sweet corn kernel. So, Azores, United States. But this one is definitely sweeter than this one, because this is not sweet corn. It's delicious corn, but it's nowhere near as sweet as this one. Figure I would just show you guys that. All right, let's get going. Okay, guys, before you ask, I'm going to tell you, I plant my corn is 1.5 inches deep. Which, you see that little knuckle from here to here is 1 inch on my point finger. And obviously to here is 2 inches. Everybody's finger from here to here is 3 inches. I don't care if you're a man, woman, if you're an adult, it's roughly 3 inches. So I come right about here, right to the middle, 1.5 inches. So I already made it. Pointy side down. Just drop it in. Like that. I already made the holes already. And then I'll explain to you guys what this is all about. Super simple, super easy. I like growing corn. I'm successful with it. At first, I really had a hard time at the beginning, my first couple years. But then I did some homework, and I got better at it. So now let me explain this to you guys, right? So this is a 4-inch board right here, and it's right up against the leg of the raised bed right here. I don't know if you can see it. And this is 4 inches. So from here to here is 8 inches. So this board is 4 inches, and I plant my corn 1 foot apart. The rows are 1 foot wide. So this is just a little trick. I cut this 4-inch board to the absolute length of the bed. It fits nice and snug. And this is how I get my foot, is I just flip it. So right there we got 4, 8, 12. You see that? And there's my next row. And then you get the point. 4, 8, 12. There's my next row. So between here, right here, between here and where I just planted, that's exactly 1 foot apart. that's just a little trick that, you know, if it helps you guys growing in raised beds, it's super simple. Just keep flipping. And one last little tip, and guys, I promise you, this is the last little tip for this video, is I always, it's not on camera, you guys didn't see it, but I always do starts indoors. I do about 20, 30 starts indoors. And the reason why I do is, you see how I plant the corn. If one of them shall, you know, if there's a couple of spaces that actually don't germinate, I can actually come back with a transplant like this and fill in the gaps. So that's just a little tip. That's what I do. And yes, corn, stuff, something like this, that is a perfectly healthy corn restart, seedling, transplant, whatever, you get what I want to say. This would grow just as well as this. The only reason why I don't do it all is because I grow a lot of corn and I do not have room indoors to be doing, you know, 300, you know, starts. So that's why. But that's just another little hint, is these work as well. Think about it. Alright guys, that's about going to do it for this video on the planting the corn. But be sure, I'm not done. There's still going to be the fertilizer, which I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what type of fertilizer I use and when do I start using it. And if you guys want to follow along, best way is click that subscribe button right down there and follow along. Till next time, you guys stay safe. Malachi, Grandpa's doing this just for you. Bye, buddy.